Fastest lap for
Hello,
Arnett,
TA Drag
37.2.
Racer here. This is my first rookie race in the stock car class in iRacing. I'd like to show you some of the mistakes that I made so you won't make them. First, if you see in my bottom right corner, I have lap timing in there. That doesn't do me any good. I can hear the lap times as they come across the radio.
There's a car behind. Stay inside
I need
the
my
line.
relative timings here so I can see when somebody's getting close to me. And it may help prevent what's going to happen here. Just following this car out of onto the track. I can see through the rear view mirror. Don't have that much vision to my right. Or any vision to my right. I come out. And here comes a car up on me. I think I noticed that when I was driving.
Carlo, you're clear
If I had
inside.
my relative on, I know exactly how close somebody was.
Carlo, clear low.
I could stay away from
Outside,
things like
you're clear
that.
outside. Car inside. You're
I
clear
don't know if I
inside.
could. He come up inside of me. I didn't see what he did from my viewpoint, but definitely relative timing there would help a lot. I do correct that. I exit out and correct that. And I also put up a radar so I can see cars next to me. So you may want to think about that when you go for your rookie license. Now on to mistake number 2. Qualifying. I come
Exit's
out
clear. Push. Alright, Robert.
by myself
We've
to
got
qualify
2
alone.
laps to set a decent
No
time.
big deal. You can see I have the line on for the pits because I'm not familiar with pits that much. I went ahead and exited pits a little early. That's a big deal. I'm the only one on there. It's my track. I was wrong. Really, I made it more of a big deal after the fact that I did
Right
that.
flag. We'll need to pit to serve the penalty.
To the pit safely. Got to come in for a stop and go.
This is, oh geez, now I gotta come in for a stop and go. I only get 2 laps to qualify, so I pull down. The pit's entrance is there on the other end, so I have to drive around to there.
Green flag,
No,
green
here
flag.
it was. I guess I didn't
You've
have to
got
drive
3
far
laps to
around.
serve this penalty. The track temperature is increasing. It's now
And
1:15
as I pull into the
Fahrenheit.
pits, I'm informed I have 3 laps before I have to make the penalty. So I could have went ahead and did the qualifying. This is,
Box in, 10.
as you can see, this is counting my qualification time.
Okay, here comes your first time lap. 5, 2.
So basically, I just messed up
Right
my
here.
qualifying big time. I stop. I think, well, that's going to clear it. Pulled up a little bit. Well, I never cleared it. I don't know. Still on there. So let's just go back
It exits
out.
clear.
Maybe I can get 1 lap in. Wasn't a very good lap, but first I should have stayed behind the line until the blue dotted line disappeared, is what I believe. It just has a long pit. Right there I could have merged in. And I wanted to make sure, so I went on up a little further and I merged in.
The leader has just done a 37.0.
So I'm going to try to get 1 good lap in. I'm still thinking about the black flag. I don't know what's going to happen.
1 more lap.
And I get my 2nd lap. Wasn't the best, but I did get a qualifying. One thing I've noticed, if you can see the track, there's a dark area. That's where the traction is best. That's sort of where your racing line is. And I'm no expert at those things, so this is my first stock car race on an oval track. But you want to get down to the middle there, I'm not sure. You want to get fairly close, not touch it. Here you want to kind of cut
The
through
leader
there
has just done a 37.0.
as smart as you can be.
You need to serve that black flag.
Now I
Alright,
gotta,
there's checkered flag.
still got to serve the black flag. I don't know what to do, so I'm pulling off, finding the pits again. With a single monitor, it's hard to see where the pit entrances and things are. More times than not in practice, I've gone the wrong way, entering or trying to find the pits, or leaving the pits even. But it's I just started doing this a couple months ago. It's a lot of fun. And I recommend anybody to give it a try. iRacing seems to be about the most friendly for a rookie to get started. But it's not without its costs. You got a yearly subscription fee, you got to buy tracks, you got to buy cars, not the rookie cars. But so I come in and it gets cleared this time.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
You can see we got the checkered flag. As soon as I end, it's going to go to grid qualifying.
Pit box in 10.
And I didn't know what to
5,
expect on the
3,
takeoff, as we'll
2,
see.
1.
Which is
Right
my third
here.
mistake, not being familiar with the procedures at the beginning of the race for this type of race. So I'm thinking, well, might as well go ahead and finish this out. It's going to come up and let us go into grid. If you haven't started an iRace, this is what happens after qualifying. Whether you qualify or not, you wait. Then you'll get a notice to line up for the grid. A lot of times you'll be on the track. I didn't know if he was going to be in the pits, on the track. How we're going to do it. Sometimes you do a couple laps. We do a couple laps, but the start was a lot different than any of the other ones I've done. So I got in the grid and I'm saying, okay, I'm out of the
One lap to
pits.
green. You'll be lining up on
Pointing at the
inside.
wall, I
Pit
assume
road,
people are to
closed
the
right
left
now.
and right of me. I do have buttons on my wheel. I could have looked left and right. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm thinking, okay, there's probably cars next to me. Before the timers, before that you can leave, you can't put your car in gear. I'm running this with a H shifter, 4 shifter, which I found works good for this class. So you just leave it in fourth once you get up there. And I've got it in first, but as you can see, first hasn't engaged. It'll engage once it becomes live and we can start pulling out. I can see my rearview mirror car behind me angled, so I assume the other car's to the left of me. So I'm a little timid coming out. And starts, I don't know how you practice starts in here, but it's a good thing to practice. My main emphasis was try to run a clean race, get my safety ratings.
20 laps, 13th place.
20 laps, they happen pretty quickly. So you can see I'm next to last qualifying. I see, okay, I see the car there. He isn't moving.
We need to
yet. I
follow
wanna
car
pull
number
out.
11.
I'll wait till I see the other cars pull out. Okay, once he pulls out, I'm going to pull up behind him, and then I see the car I need to follow pull out.
Catch up. 14
After this, it was
car.
pretty easy. Trying to get the pace on the start, that's the hard part. They speed up, slow down.
Catch up. 11 car.
But you basically just want to stay alive the first couple laps anyway. Because when you punch it, people aren't going to go that fast. You got to put on your brakes. You got to... It's a lot of reaction. You can see I got... It says 1 to green in the middle. Sort of tells you how you should line up. It says I should be on the left side. I am. I need to get a little closer to that car for the start. So I'm doing that.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Okay,
Pace
Robert,
car is off.
nice and neat.
Because the
Stay out of
pace
trouble.
car off. And you watch for it to go green.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Green.
Car low.
Inside. Still there.
Clear low.
Clear.
That is just... I don't know what happened there. It wasn't an incident. I think it's just his internet's really shaky. It didn't look like he was crashing, so I let off of it. And I'm way behind everybody.
Start's okay. We're still in good shape here.
Still have the relative on. Jump last. I'm 2.45 seconds behind.
47.306.
Of course, it's a lousy race. Basically, with the oval racing, at least with the stock cars on these tracks, you just leave the floor, try to take a good line. I come up, try to get close to the wall without hitting it. As you can see, the dark area in the racetrack, try to follow along with that. Now, sometimes, if you get down a little closer, you get a little better time. Here, you want to really relax your
The
steering.
leader's just done it,
Now scrub your
36.6.
tires, sort of cut these corners as close as you can.
That lap time was 37.3.
You don't want to steer all around because that gives friction to your tires. Quicker laps, you just go smoothly. On one of these corners, I try to steer in smoothly, get in the line I want to be, and then just hold it and then gently steer back out as much as I can. I don't know if that's what I should do. That's just what I'm doing.
Car ahead.
And there's another incident. Trying to stay
Car
away
on your
from it. I got
inside.
a little close to
Clear
the wall.
inside.
I'm okay though.
37.986.
There's only one other incident I think happens during the race, and I may be partly to blame for that one. We'll see when it comes up here. You can let me know in the comments if I'm to blame. I could have let off.
The gap behind is now 0.9.
The guy was really aggressive, which is it's racing, I understand. I'm just trying to get my license, trying to maintain the safety and to improve my safety.
Your lap
Not
time
a
was
great deal, but I found these
37.9.
oval races, even when I have 0 incidences, I don't get a lot of safety rating. The road racing, which I have a D-class license and I'm qualified for the C-class, I got a 3.61 safety rating, and I got over 3 in 2 races. Here I've done this is my 6th race. Oval tracks, the other been legend cars. This is the first stock car race I've done. And even when I have no
That was at
incidents,
37.5.
here's the next incident. This guy coming up on me. He came up quick and drops back. I'm just trying to hold my line, keep a good line going here. Did drop back a little bit there. He comes up pretty quick though. Looks like he's down a little bit further on the track and he's catching me pretty quickly. And I'm not letting off, it's all just how you steer your
Got a car
car.
high.
He comes high and then he drops
Still
down
there.
below me
662. Still there.
to go
Still
around
there.
me.
You clear high. Got a car on the
Well,
inside.
he's gonna go around both of us.
Clear low. Got a car low. Hold your line.
High with the car on the low side.
Hold your line.
Top 3 wide. Right
Oops,
side,
I hit
2
him
wide.
Still there. Inside clear. On the outside. Clear outside.
Clear.
Because I didn't let out of it. So definitely had an incident. I did gain safety rating. I'm sorry for that guy. I didn't mean to knock him off the track. I thought he would keep pulling me. He started moving back and forth. I think I scrubbed some of the speed. I don't know.
The gap in front has
Again,
increased to 3.0
This is
seconds.
my first race on these. Next time I'd probably let off just slightly to get back from him just a little bit because I don't want to cause an incident. He went around me fair and square, he came around, made a nice pass. Takes forever to get back up to speed. And I have no draft now, so I don't catch anybody.
38.10.
Your last lap time was at 38.1.
So I didn't do any overtakes in this race. Just the recipient of people crashing out of the race. get out on your own with no draft, it's hard to catch up. Unless something happens in front of you, it's almost impossible to catch up. Especially if the other cars are drafting. And I don't have the best pace in the race. I start running
Arnett behind is pitting.
Consistent 37s. Which is what I call.
The gap in front is increasing.
The best
It's
I've done
now
on this track
3.9
is about
seconds.
37.3, 37.2, something like that.
Okay, Robert, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. That's half distance. Fuel
Just
levels
did
are
about
fine.
6,000 RPM. It's not
P12.
going to go
You've just
anymore.
done a 57.8.
So I'm just trying to run consistent laps as much as I can. I'm trying a couple little adjustments to my path to see if I can see if anything works a little better. I haven't found any real secrets yet. But it was an enjoyable way to spend a Saturday morning.
0.927.
I don't want to get into too many D-class races. I don't want to mess up my safety rating, so I don't get promoted to the C at the end of the season. So I thought I'd go for a good licensing. The Legends this week are on a small track. I don't like that as well. I like them on the slightly bigger tracks. He was on Thompson Raceway last week. Those were fun. The track was big enough. It's all little oval tracks. I just don't get the appeal of it. I mean,
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 5.2 seconds.
see, he's pulling me. I guess he does have a couple people with him, so he's got a draft now. And I believe I'm coming up close to the end of the race.
38.0.
Your lap time was at 38.0. Alright, Robert, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
I have to work on my placement of my information. I've got the race lab out.
0.97.
And I had everything set up in groups. I did a template. And I opened the template, but it didn't seem to transfer into this session. So I need to work on that in my practice to see what's going on. They have some really nice little hits in there. Including, I can see I don't even have the radar. Maybe it just doesn't show up in here. I thought sure I saw the radar when I was racing.
37.93. 5 laps to go.
Well, maybe not. It could have been in my practice sessions.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 7.0 seconds. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Well, I'm going to push. I can't walk that fast or push that fast. Leader is catching up with me. He's 12 seconds behind me. Another 5 laps he will pass me. But maybe I would have got a draft. It'd be nice to see what kind of path he's taking.
That lap time was 37.8.
Because he's cut some. He could have picked a couple 36s.
P11.
So this is what it's like to do an iRace if you haven't done one. Hopefully a little bit of this information will help. definitely give it a try. Don't be shy about it. Just push the buttons, get in the race, have fun. That's what it's all about. I've been gaming for a very, very long time. It's just all about having fun.
37.844.
I wish I would have started sim racing a few years ago, but I didn't.
You've got 2 laps to go.
And Forza 5 came out, I got a G923. Played with that a little bit.
Gap in front has increased
It's
to
okay,
8.2.
Forza's not really a sim racing title. Not Horizon anyway. Hopefully the new one will be a little better. Motorsports, Forza Motorsports, which I like the Forza Motorsports on racetracks.
37.8.
2 laps left.
The problem
Good
I have
consistency.
with
Keep them coming.
a lot of the sims now, I like the set of course and competizione. Have the
White flag this time.
It's a big steep learning curve, especially switching between that and iRacing. The cars handle so much different. And I was feeling comfortable in there, and I'm not so comfortable in there. Seems like I slide a lot more in there. But it's my driving. I keep trying to improve. I do. No, I'm not going. I looked at R Factor 2.
Okay, Robert, the next car is
You have
Luke.
to buy so much content. I'm not going to do that. Instead of Corsa, I highly recommend. You get mods. You can install on there. You can race on any kind of car you want. Instead of Corsa Competizione, I highly recommend that. iRacing I recommend because if you want to get into competitive racing, this is the best place to do it. It's fun, there's a lot of variety. It just takes plugging away and putting in some practice laps. Feeling comfortable enough to get out on the
P11,
track.
there's the checkered flag.
Checkered flag,
Just
checkered
do the
flag.
best you can while you're out there.
Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
So, I hope you give it a try. If you like this content and you stayed with me this long, I appreciate you giving it a like or even subscribe. I'll be putting out more content. Hope you find some of it valuable or entertaining. And I will talk to you later. This is TA Drag Racer. Have a great weekend.
The pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
Pit box in 10. 5. 3. Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in. 2. Right here. Move it, move it.